Hello everyone, this is Manjula Klavra speaking here. Today my Bible reading was Genesis 21 and 22, and I came across this at the end of Genesis 22, verses 20 through to 24, and I'm going to read this for you. It says, soon after this, that is, after Abraham had returned from Mount Moriah with Isaac, and Abraham heard that Milcah, his brother Nahor's wife, had borne Nahor 8 sons. The oldest was named Uz. The next oldest was Buz, followed by Kemuel, the ancestor of the Arameans, Chesed, Hazo, Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethuel. Bethuel became the father of Rebekah. In addition to these 8 sons from Milcah, Nahor had 4 other children from his concubine Reumah. Their names were Teba, Gaham, Tahash, and Makkah. Anyway, my first response was, what strange names? Are they something prophetic or... So, after endless digging around, here are the meanings. Nahor means snorer. Who would ever name their children Snorer? But in this case, it may be that this Nahor is the brother of Abraham, and he's named after his grandfather Nahor. It doesn't improve the meaning. It is still snorer. Then there's Milcah, the daughter of Haran, and married to her uncle Nahor. Her name means queen. How royal. Their sons' names were Uz, means wood or wooded, bearable, but Buz means contempt. How can anybody be called such a name? We come to Kemuel, means raised of God. Beautiful name. The father of Aram means exalted, better name, better meaning at least. But he was the father of the Arameans, and they were always at war with the Israelites. Chesed, most of us know that this is the word for grace, also translated as loving kindness in the Bible and favor. Here it means increase. Hazo means vision. Pildash means flame of fire. Jidlaph means weeping. Bethuel, God destroys, or a man of God, or dweller in God. He was the father of Rebekah. Ribkah means ensnarer. Really? Reumah means elevated. She was the concubine of Nahor. Beautiful name. But her children's names were Teba, which means slaughter. Gaham means burning or a flame. Tahash means dugong. You know, the sea cow. Looks like a hippopotamus at the bottom of the sea grazing grass. Finally is Maha, means oppression. When we read names in the Bible, we think that they should have wonderful meanings and blessed meanings and have a blessing on the child. But we're surprised to know otherwise. I was thinking it was going to be something like when we read the names in Genesis 5 from Adam to Noah. These names were Adam, Seth, Enosh, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. And this forms a sentence. It has a hidden meaning. It reads as, man is appointed mortal sorrow, but the blessed God shall come down teaching, and his death shall bring the despairing rest. Now, this is a prophetic word pointing to the Messiah. In this case, it was Noah. He built the ark and the world was drowned in the water. But when we read this, Genesis 22, 20 to 24, we're surprised by the choice of the names and their frightful meanings. But each name represents a person in the family who has a life story, and they make up history. Here we find Reumah's children have names like slaughter, dugong, oppression. And these are such terrible names. Why? Who calls the baby a snorer, a slaughter, or dugong, or worse? Is it for lack of better names? Or because it was a new word or some lovely sound? Or is it the circumstances in which the baby was born? Or is it a blessing? Jabez, for instance, was born from a painful birth process. And he was stuck with a name he didn't like. He was called Pain. He hated it. But he was more honorable than his brothers, and his prayer has become the prayer of anyone in any kind of pain. And that's found in 1 Chronicles 4:10. There are a handful of people who are named by God. Abram and Sarai were renamed Abraham and Sarah, the father and the mother of the nations. Jacob was renamed Israel. Ishmael, Isaac, Shimshon, Yochanan, or John the Baptist, and the children of Hosea and Gomer, the prostitute, and the son of Isaiah, who has the longest name in the Bible. King Solomon was called Jeshurun by God. It means beloved. But David's favorite was Shalom, and so his children have peace built into their names, like Absalom. But Solomon is Shlomo, which means man of peace. In Revelations, we are all going to get a new name, Revelations 2:17. And that only you will know. And that will redeem all the names in the world. Be comforted in your name, dear friends, because even Yahweh honors you by calling you by your given name. Yeshua's blessings and prayers. Shalom, shalom. Bye.